Hi, how you guys doing? So, this ain't gonna be a long video, maybe, but definitely maybe shorter than 15 minutes. I went ahead and primed and painted inside the box. Um, this would be the loading wall. It's painted on the inside, and the port. Port looks really good. The inside corners, I've got white silicone caulking. It's pretty good stuff. It's made for windows, so it's very flexible. Made by GE. Mold resistant, fade resistant, freeze resistant, very strong, flexible. But anyway, that's going to go around the edges since I've already painted the box white. It's going to look good with white caulking around the edge. I did paint the inside of the seal chamber, just the light coat. You're not going to see it, but I'd rather have the wood protected somehow, and even on this side and the other side. I don't think I'm going to do the bottom because that's going to be laying flat on the floor I built. And then I made the standoffs for my amplifier for the bass amp. Not too sure where I'm going to put the other 2 or 3 4-channel amps I have. I do have 3 of them. I don't know if I'm going to use all 3, but I'll figure that out when I get this in the vehicle. I won't know until I get that in there, find out where the battery's going to be placed, as well if I'm going to put another bank of lithium in there. If I am, then I got to make room for that too. I can also have an amp up on this side, right here on the sealed section. I could have an amp placed there on the inside of the cab, a 4-channel amp. So I plan on having speakers in my beauty panels that go on the side here, on each side, and maybe even on the top, on the bezel, beauty panel bezel, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna throw another coat of paint on here, so I guess while you're watching, go ahead and do that. Sorry about the motion sickness. So I do have this labeled with a Sharpie. This is my top here. The bolt holes should still line up regardless of the orientation I place it, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't run no problems, so make sure I labeled this and paid attention. But yeah, you can't even see where the screw holes were where I, mounted the flanges here. That's what you want to do if you plan on painting anything. The body work you want to go through takes a little bit more time if you're not covering up with carpet or vinyl. However, the more time you spend on making it look nice, the better your outcome, and the happier you're going to be, trust me. Let me see if that's in the shot still. Yep. Okay. Now I am going to go with, I did get on Tandy's website, which is a leather company, and to get some black leather, pig leather. It's boar leather, I believe. But anyway, it's going to be quite expensive. About just as much as it cost me to build the box. And I just can't justify that. Most of your car interior, if it's leather, it's not real leather. Some of it is, but not all of it. I have a Denali, but I'm pretty sure it's not all real leather. But it's that leather stuff, which is fine. I have nothing against it. But I can get like 5 yards of leather, fake leather, for a really good price. And considering I am, doing the beauty panels and all that, I don't want to spend a ton of money on real leather. For that reason. But to each his own. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But there is some really nice fake leather out there. Like I said, I'm buying some stuff. It's actually supposed to be for marine grade. It's going to be waterproof, and it looks beautiful. And I can get 5 yards of it on eBay for about $50 versus spending about $400 for the real stuff. I don't know about you, but I ain't got it like that. Not saying I wouldn't mind using the real leather, but when you spend that kind of money on leather, you don't have, the funds you have are just enough for that. You don't want to screw anything up, trust me. So I just much rather go with the upholstery leather that's leather. Fake leather. But it still look good. Maybe if I in the future want to change it up, I can. But so this is pretty simple. I'm just fucking painting. Not too hard. Just rolling it out. Like I said, I'm going to take that silicone caulking to the corners of the box and the port. It's going to have a nice, perfect line, and I'll record that because there's a certain way you want to caulk that up. You don't want to spread it out with your finger. I used to do that back in the day. Not if you're trying to make it look nice. And I'll show you. It's a technique I learned years ago when I was a window installer. And it makes a world of difference on how the caulk line looks. And trust me, it works. None of our windows leaked. The silicone stayed. It worked. Anytime I see people spread their silicone or their caulking with their fingers, especially if it's a cosmetic thing, yeah. There's times that you should do it, yes. Now on the ends here, I should have sealed that up with, you could take Tight Bomb glue and add water to it, and you can seal up the ends of MDF before you paint it. It's a good idea to do that, or else it'll soak it up, which not too bad. But yeah, I said I didn't want to make this video too terribly long, but as soon as I'm done with the paint job, I'll come back and show you how I go about caulking the corners. Alright, y'all have a good one.